Hey, everybody. Welcome to Mission Northwest Podcast. My name is Wes Henry. I'm your host. This is Corey Lawhery hanging out with me. What's going on, Corey?
Hey, Wes, it's good to be with you. How are you doing over there?
I'm
Is it
doing pretty
warm?
good, man. It's getting warm
Yeah.
over here in the
Yeah.
Seattle-ish area, and we've enjoyed a whole lot of sunshine. And so, yeah, I've been outside as much as I can. But we got to still be in the office and do things like this little info spot, make sure everybody knows what's coming up here at
That's
Mission
right.
Northwest. Remember, Mission Northwest is here to resource and develop churches that connect people to Jesus. And today, this actual podcast is going to be all about the resources that we are providing. So, Mr. Corey,
Yeah.
take it away.
Thanks, Wes. Yeah, today's about some resources we have coming up. Want to just keep you updated. We are producing once a month webinars is our goal. So hopefully if you're not on our email list, a simple way to get on our email list is email office@missionnw.org. And you'll get on that list and you'll hear about good webinars. It could be about church transformation. We've had them on mental health. We've had them on what to do after a traumatic event in your life. How your local church can get resourced. So lots of things on those free monthly webinars. Check that out. We have our annual conference coming up September
Yeah.
28th through the 30th. Yep. At Ross Point Camp. And the Reverend Dr. Charlie Dates is our main speaker. Our second speaker is Doug Reif. He'll be speaking on Wednesday morning on soul care. Dr. Dates will be presenting on our main theme, the whole word for the whole world. And we're excited about it. He's not just an up and coming preacher. He's a once in a generation talent, gifted communicator of God's word. And so we're excited to have Charlie Dates as our main speaker and Doug Reif coming and presenting on soul care. So it's a Monday through Wednesday. Check out registration again on our website, missionnorthwest.org. And we've actually lowered prices since last year. We
I
found a
know,
way
that was
to do
great.
that. Yeah. We brought in some sponsors, basically. So big shout out to EverBless, a great foundation that helps churches and ministries with resources. You'll get to meet them at the conference, and they can help your church with savings and investments and other things like that. So EverBless is a big sponsor helping us out. And Stoneford Group that helps with insurance and legal advice and healthcare and other things. Some of our churches have already been helped by Stoneford and their wonderful CEO, Casey Hayden. They're a big sponsor of our annual conference as well. So really excited for the annual conference, September 28th through the 30th at Ross Point Camp on the beautiful Spokane River in Post Falls, Idaho. Get registered. It is, we have more registrations than we normally do at this time. So get registered. You don't have to stay on the camp. You can get an VRBO in town or a hotel room, but there are still some spaces at the camp. Everything from RV sites, tent sites, cabins, and maybe a couple of rooms left. So, get registered while you still can. You going, Wes?
Yeah, absolutely. I got one
All
of the
right.
RV spots.
All right. Bring an RV. All right.
I
Cool.
can't,
Love
man.
it.
Yeah.
RV. Okay. And as part of that, we're adding a one-day event. Clarity, an organization we're starting to partner with. Clarity is a soul care organization for leaders started by Mark Neal. Great guy. And the speaker that's going to be presenting to us at this one-day soul care event is Doug Reif. He's also going to be speaking that final session of the conference. And I should say the conference used to be called Tune Up. I'm starting to call it just annual conference. So if you're used to, hey, when is he going to start talking about the Tune Up? I am talking about the Tune Up. We're just calling it the annual conference. But we're adding this one-day soul care focused event for pastors and church staff. So it's aimed at pastors and church staff. You can come to the annual conference and then add that soul care day onto it. You can come just for the soul care day. We'd love you to come for the whole thing. But the soul care day is to really focus on what do we need to do to take care of ourselves. We did a recent interview with Pastor David Graham of Kingdom Church, and he's really focused on that in his ministry. And they are also having a Clarity one-day soul care event down there in Twin Falls, October 13th, a Tuesday, October 13th. So you'll soon be able to find out more information about that. If you can't come to our soul care event, we'd love you to try that one in Twin Falls, the Clarity one-day event. And you can just search Clarity Soul Care, or it'd probably be in our links later, right?
Yeah, it'll be in the links. Isn't Pastor David also doing a webinar for Mission Northwest about that?
Yeah. he has a webinar coming up in July. So depending on when you're watching this, he has a good webinar on leading change in church and how you need to have soul care for the leaders as you're going through it. So yeah, it's coming up. Another thing we're
Excellent.
excited about that we just launched is preaching coaching. That's free to pastors of Mission Northwest, pastors and aspiring preachers of Mission Northwest. Preaching coaches. We have Donna Lamotte of one of our new churches. I should say this is an announcement. One of our new churches in Canmore, Alberta. We are international
Ayo.
now. Yeah, AO. AOA. Oh, anyway,
Hey.
that was a Canadian joke.
I like that.
I don't know if it was a good joke. But, so Donna brings a wealth of experience. Her and her husband are planting Inspire Church in Canmore, Alberta. And so it's a new church plant. And we met them through the Ascent network, and now they're joining us in association. They're still part of Ascent, of course. But Donna is going to be one of our preaching coaches, and the contact information or link will be in the notes, but you can also just for any of our resources, always contact our Mission Northwest office, either me, Corey, Corey at missionnw.org or office at missionnw.org, or give us a call. But Dawn is one of our preaching coaches it's through her church ministry. We're partnering with them, and we're doing the same thing through New Life Bible Fellowship Pulpit Coaching. And that's Pastor Phil Eastman, who's been doing some preaching coaching for some of our Mission Northwest pastors and a Pastor Connect group in our area. So Phil Eastman is going to expand his preaching pulpit ministry through his church, and we're partnering with them to do that. So either Phil or Donna, if you're looking just to get some tune-up on your preaching, they do some great work for folks. Phil did it for me, and what it was is like in video stuff was one of the things where he watched one of my sermons, and then here's Phil in the video. Right, you've seen this, right? Where he's like, we're watching
picture
it.
in picture stuff. Yeah,
I'm watching him watch it. Yeah. It's really high tech enough today, and he pauses it and talks about it, but he'll also be in communication with you and talk through some things. And depending on if you're a brand new preacher or you've been doing it a while, Donna and Phil will kind of adjust their approach to you and where you're at and what you need. So we're really excited about that. Preaching is a huge part of ministry and sharing God's word in a healthy way so that people's lives can be connected to Jesus. And so preaching coaching, one of those resources.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Then we've having some shifts in Mission Northwest that we covered at a recent town hall. Patty Duckworth, who's been serving with Mission Northwest nearly 30 years, her 30th anniversary is coming up at the end of the year.
Wow.
We're thankful she's staying with us, but she's coming on board as the Mission Northwest Ethics Institute Director. So we're having an intentional focus on Christ-centered ethics for ministry. We think it's important for our current and future leaders and also for the kingdom. So we're committing to the Ethics Institute, and Patty is the perfect first leader for it. And she's going to be she already is offering trainings for pastor groups, churches, for our ordination candidates, and now for other associations of churches, other Baptist groups, for example, that are asking her to do the ethics training. So if you as a pastor, you as a church need a training on financial ethics for your church, or what are the ethics around sexual identity or gender, or things we're struggling with. I think you were in a pastor's group that had one on AI. Is that right?
Yes. And it was really good. Yeah, it was very in-depth, and we wish we could have went a little longer. So plenty to talk about.
And I think she got asked to do that again for another group. Good stuff. It brings up how we need to be thinking about ethical issues, but in a way that's, as she would say, cruciformed, like within the reality of Jesus Christ and who he is as a servant that came and gave himself for us. How are we as his people supposed to deal with AI? Like, I know that's like a big heady idea. We can't do all of it here. She does it really well. So, so along with that, Patty's role is shifting. And so we are moving into having search services help us with some of the work that we've traditionally done with Mission Northwest staff. We're still helping churches search and find pastors and interim pastors, but we're partnering with search organizations, particularly chemistry staffing, offering really more options and hopefully connecting to the reality that's out there, the market speed that's out there for people who are looking for jobs and how they look for jobs. We're updating our options and how we do that. So if you want to learn more about that, if you're a leader out there and you are thinking of moving on to your next calling or retiring or resigning, please get in touch with us ahead of time and have confidential conversations with us. We want to provide coaching on transition, and both for the pastor, for the leadership team. And we really are trying to get ahead in our searching processes. And if you're a lay leader out there and you're thinking about how do we do pastoral search, or our pastor just let us know that he's retiring or resigning or something, please contact us and we'll talk about the options. And you have options and God is with you. And one of our important roles is to help churches to find their staff. So so those are some big things, Wes, that are going on. Do you have other things we should talk about, or is that enough for today?
No, I think that's great. A lot of resources going on. Remember, we exist to resource and develop churches, and I think that with the resources that we are offering, especially the once a month webinars, those things have been fantastic, and they're free. So if you have an hour to your week, it's definitely worth jumping on and getting some great information and being resourced. And so the chemistry staffing, we will have links for that in the show notes. We will also have links for the EverBless group that we've been partnering with. And so all of that will be in the show notes. We want to give a big shout out to EverBless for all of the stuff that they've already done for Mission Northwest. So yeah, I think that's great, man. Phil is a good friend of mine. So his pastor coaching, his preaching coaching, he and I have talked about quite a bit. And then he invited me to actually go preach at his church. So I'm like, so wait,
Oh, cool.
is this like a freebie or like what's going on? No, he's like, no, man, just come on. I'd love to have you out. So it'll be a good time.
Awesome. Cool. Well, I love being part of an association of churches that is supporting one another. I love hearing stories like that, Wes, where one pastor's helping another. I love that Donna and Phil are coming on board to help preachers. And folks out there, that's what we're all about as Mission Northwest, is resourcing and developing each other so that we can connect people to Jesus. So thanks, Wes. And it's been good to be with you again.
Awesome. Hey, we will have all of this stuff in the show notes, all the links in the show notes. Corey, thank you for your time, man. And I'm looking forward to all of our future podcasts coming up.
Yeah, we got some good stuff coming up.
Yeah, we do. All right, cool. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you later.
Take care.